Well, hi, this is the first video recording from Dr. A. Allen Rao, the self styled Thomas Paine of the COVID 19, what can we call it? Situation. Yes, situation. And the first thing I want to say here is that in the context of COVID 19 common sense, is that I've just been surprised as I thought about it a little bit that I'm getting this information from the school district and from almost everybody I run into or talk to or hear about or see or read about on Twitter, et cetera, about, hey, wash your hands. Now, hold on a second. Um, COVID 19 is is an airborne pathogen. Well, we think that. Of course, there is some doubt about what the various official agencies are putting out, but I think we can conclude that it is, in fact, primarily an airborne pathogen. And also, from what I've read at the CDC website, and again, we may or may not have doubts about what our official agencies are putting out, but I tend to believe that it is, as CDC says, it may be transmitted by contact of body parts with contaminated surfaces. So maybe, but um, the primary vector is the air. It's an airborne pathogen. And if it is an airborne pathogen, the most important thing to do is probably not to wash your hands. It's probably to do something about protecting yourself from airborne pathogens actually getting into and taking hold of your body. So, guess what I told my daughters? The first thing I told them to do was look at the color of their PP. I don't think you're going to see that advice anywhere else except right here. But the thing is that one of the systems we have going for our bodies is we have mucous membranes and that help grab and catch germs that come along and get rid of them before they get a chance to get rid of us, before they get a chance to take hold in our bodies. But guess what compromises that marvelous system that's part of our defense against external pathogens, airborne pathogens, especially, and that is dehydration. If you're dehydrated, those systems are not going to work well. All right, you're not going to your eyes are not going to tear very well if you get something in your eyes. Like if you get something in your eyes and rather than scratching your eyes, you should blink them and tears will come and that'll wash it away. And then you've got your mucous membranes in your nose that will catch a lot of stuff. But if all of that's all dried out, if you're dehydrated, again, it's not going to work very well. And why do you want to check the color? Well, you can do what you want to do. Why did I tell my daughters that they should check the color of their PP? And that is because that is one of the best immediate indicators, without going to the emergency room, of whether or not you're dehydrated. If your PP is dark yellow or orange, then you're probably dehydrated. If it's fairly clear, yellow clear or clear, then you're probably not dehydrated. And I also found out from Runner's World that we should be, going. I think we're supposed to be urinating. I don't know. It's 3 to 5 times a day, or 5 to 8 times a day, or something. But if you're not going pee often, then you got to be concerned about that. And I would say minimum of 3 times a day, 3 to 5, and up to 8 would be great. Yeah. Hey, that's my wrap there. Up to 8 PPs are great. But yeah, so you should be counting the number of PPs you're doing. Make sure that that you're staying hydrated and you're eliminating the toxins and all that good stuff. And I also tell them, hey, girls, make sure that before you sit down that you make sure the toilet has been flushed, because sometimes they forget to flush the toilet. My bad on that as being a dad, I guess. But hey, the rap continues. My bad as being a dad. But anyhow, that they make sure the toilet has been flushed, and that way they don't have to panic if they look up and they're looking at somebody else's PP, after they have gone PP. But so there you go. That's just making sure that you're well hydrated, and if you happen to be If there are indications that you're dehydrated, how much liquid do you need to get? Well, there again, the rule of thumb is like what, eight, well, no, 6 8 ounce glasses of water a day. That's probably a good rule of thumb. But as runners, was it Runner's World or where was I was saying that? I was saying that it depends obviously on the amount of fluids that you are losing. Are you running or you're working out? Is the temperature really hot, et cetera, et cetera? So it takes some common sense, for heaven's sakes. The government is not going to come in and check the color of your PP for you or monitor the number of glasses of water you drink a day, nor the quality of that water. So, and of course, nobody's going to stop you from drinking a lot of alcohol. Well, I guess not. And of course, that dehydrates you, and a lot of other things dehydrate you. Excessive amounts of caffeine, coffee especially, dehydrates you. So, just take it on yourself to make sure you don't get dehydrated. All right. And in the meantime, wash your hands, especially after you go pee. Well, that's it. Dr. A. Allen Rao, and I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not offering medical advice, and I'm not offering legal advice. I'm not a certified financial advisor. I'm not, not offering investment advice. But I'm just telling you what I do here for me and my girls. I hope it will help you. So here we are, signing off from COVID-19 Common Sense Central. Bye.